This song actually was done in Bath at the Watch the Throne sessions. It just didn't make the album. And Kanye would always hit me like, yo, I'm gonna find a place with this. Don't do nothing with this song because I'm gonna find a place with it. He was like, it might even be on my next solo album. How it came about. So the drums you hear on the final version of this record, it actually was a break that I used. So I used a break and it's the same pattern. The piano sound was a chop from some sounds that I had. I had a bass on it. Mike Dean is very smart. Soon as he saw the room and everybody going crazy when I played the beat, he comes over and he was like, yo, let me, he's like, pass that my way. So I give him the session. I export the waves for him, pass it. He goes in the back, adds the incredible mood sound. Comes back, plays it for me, plays it for them, and it's like, that's it. Shout out Mike D, man. He's an incredible person and he knows how to add value to things, man. Mike Dean played the guitars on the record. And whether it's the smallest thing, he knows how to add value to a record. They have the record, Kanye immediately records his verse, and the freestyle that he did was a lot like what you hear. He just kind of went back and filled some of the words in. Jay never put his verse on that song. I don't know if it's because he couldn't figure anything out or he wasn't leaning towards the direction of it. Afterwards, before the album came out, Travis Scott redid the drums for my break. And he used, because of the sound and the sonics of Yeezus was more futuristic, he changed the drum sounds of the pattern from my break to actual one-shot EDM type drum sounds. Till this day, I don't know who added the sample. This
type of shit happen every day. All them a go on, them hearts softer than clear.
I don't know who added that in. I don't know. Kanye may have done it.
You use an interesting word. You said futuristic. Now, I recall when this album first came out, me and a lot of my friends didn't really get the album at the time.
Mm-hmm.
The only song on that album that most of my circle of friends were like, oh, that's the Kanye that we know was the Blood on the Leaves joint.
I just need to clear my mind now.
But then everything else was just so different.
Okay.
Yeah,
what about Bound?
Bound.
Yes, and Bound.
Bound.
Yes, Bound.
Black Skinhead was dope to me. Like when I first heard the album, I felt, because I was coming from a creative standpoint, I felt that it was dope from a production standpoint, because I was seeing how he was pushing certain envelopes sonically and sound-wise. And at that moment, I was gravitating towards that. Things being a little bit more left to center than the typical, so that's why I gravitated towards it. But from a song perspective, I can see exactly why people didn't gravitate towards it as much, because it was not the typical Kanye of what everybody was used to hearing.